Hi Scorpio, this is a mid-March read for you guys to see what energy is coming in and if the cards have any advice for you moving through the second half of this very transformative month. From March 14, things I feel like they're going to start shifting again. We have a total lunar eclipse on that date in Virgo. Then we have Mercury retrograde, the equinox, solar eclipse in Aries, and then right at the end of the month we have Neptune entering Aries for the first time since 1875, which is all about the ending of cycles, beginning of new cycles. Just a lot of changes going on this month, Scorpio. And all of my reads for March, both at the beginning of the month and these mid-month reads, have indicated that some pretty profound and quite major shifts are going on for everybody. So I am going to do for you a Celtic cross spread, and I will pull clarifiers if needed. Oh, that's interesting. These two came out together. I'm going to leave them like that. Great cards. Okay. Everyone's going through these major transformations. Wow, that World card keeps coming out. Wheel of Fortune kept coming out as well. Strength. Wow, okay. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Cups. Amazing card for the overall energy of your read, Scorpio. This is the wish fulfillment card. Yeah, you're going through a profound transformation, and obviously it's all heading towards creating your wishes. This wish fulfillment, that's really special. I mean, where do I start with this? You have the Death card in your recent past. So, you know, we're looking at the beginning, the very middle of the month. So this transformation, this could have been what you've just gone through, could be what you're going through right now. Whatever this big ending was, this big transformation, it's definitely going to still be having an impact on you. The Death card is a very final card. It's far-reaching, and it's a permanent. It's permanent, basically. The only card that shifts out of the Death is the Judgment card, which you have. You have this awakening, this rebirth. So, I mean, wow. Whatever this is in your world, you've been handling it masterfully. You have the Justice card and the Six of Wands in the heart of your spread. This is all about balance. This is recognition, victory, success. You've been doing really, really well. And if you haven't been celebrating yourself, you ought to be, because you've handled this brilliantly. You've got the Three of Pentacles as your challenge. I feel like you might be having a little bit of trouble working with people, or maybe you're wanting to go things alone, and you're sort of struggling to make it happen. Essentially what I'm feeling is that your challenge is dealing with the people around you, probably in a work situation. And I feel like this is particularly difficult because you're having all of these profound personal successes, quite spiritual ones as well, especially with that Judgment card in the hidden factors there. And you've got the World card in the crown of your spread. This World card has been showing up so much in my reads for this section of March, these mid-March readings. That World, as I said, with that Neptune entering Aries, this is the ending of a cycle, the starting of something new. That's precisely what that World card is saying. You have reached the end of a huge cycle, which matches perfectly with that Death card. You are stepping into something new, and you're finding your balance really well. You deserve to be celebrated. You deserve any recognition you're getting for this. And if you're struggling with the people around you, just know that you are going through a really profound transformation, and they're just going to have to cope with it because you can't slow this train. This is a really important and profound shift for you, Scorpio. This Judgment card, as I said, this is the awakening. This for me is a spiritual awakening. This is setting out your goal and making it happen. And This is a full rebirth. This is a whole new life for you. This angel is calling these people up from the dead. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So in the hidden factors, you may not realize how big this change is. You know you're going through a change. You know you've been through something quite significant. I'm not going to say traumatic, because I for some of you it may have been quite a traumatic or devastating ending of something, but I'm actually feeling like whatever this was, you've handled it so well. It was probably maybe from the outside it could have seemed traumatic, but you've just handled it really well. So even if it wasn't traumatic, it is huge and profound, and I don't actually think at this stage you realize quite how significantly this has changed you from the inside out. This is definitely going to reveal itself. Interestingly, you have the 5 of Cups in your future. I will pull some clarifiers on that when we reach the end of the read, at the end of the main spread read. I'm feeling like this is connected to this 3 of Pentacles, particularly because there are 3 cups that have spilled. Whoever this is in your world that is a challenge for you at this time. Look, when we go through spiritual awakenings and really start changing from the inside out, we're really, really starting to shift who we are and how we interact with the world. Often people start falling away, and we need to start moving away from those things that no longer serve us, because they're not shifting at the same rate as we are, and we can't let them hold us back. This is too important. This profound spiritual shift is too important to you. This internal shift, however you perceive it, if you don't feel that it's a spiritual shift, it's still a profound internal shift, and it is changing your interaction with your world and your relationship with your own life. So I feel like you are going to have to say goodbye to someone or something in your world. Let it go and continue on this journey. And I feel like you're recognizing this. And this 5 of Cups is a card of grief. You can take this time to mourn this loss, but know that you're not losing everything. As this bridge is crossing that river, and you're about to cross it with these cups. Apologies, with these cups that are still remaining. So even though there is a loss, yes, you take that time to grieve, but know that you haven't lost everything. So don't take too long, because you don't want to miss out on the wonderful joys. And that is what this 10 of Cups, amazing 10 of Cups in your advice position is saying. It's saying celebrate the joys in your world. Even as you're grieving, don't close yourself off to all these beautiful, amazing, wonderful things in your life. This is the happy everything card. This is happy families, happy heart, happy life. You deserve this joy. You deserve this happiness. You've done so well through here. And this is part of your wish fulfillment. You've got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is part of what you're really wanting. So while it's fine to let yourself grieve, stay open to this joy and let yourself be in joy as well. Even if you're having to say goodbye to someone or something, you're still allowed to find the joy in your own life. I absolutely love that you have the 2 of Cups in your external factors. Look, someone's coming towards you. If you're not in a relationship, Scorpio, someone could be moving towards you with, this is a really profound connection. Really deep, heartfelt, soulmate type connection. And it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. I'm feeling like it's more likely to be, especially because I'm not going to have very many people watching this video because I'm brand new to YouTube. So if you're watching this, given you have the 2 of Cups above the Happy Families card and underneath this 6 of Cups, this is something you're actually wanting. I feel like this is actually almost like a wish fulfillment coming in with that 9 of Cups, that you've been wanting this soulmate connection, and this person is coming towards you. If you're already in a relationship, this is actually going to be really, really special for you, because this feels to me like this person in your world, in your life, that you have this deep bond with, is actually going to be shifting with you. This is not one of the people or the circumstances of the relationships that you're going to have to be leaving behind with that Five of Cups. This is someone who's right there with you and is ascending with that Judgment card right alongside you. And if it's not a relationship, as in a romantic relationship, this is going to be someone who comes in who's very important to you. I'm not getting family, but they will be as close to family as you can get if you're if you have a close family member. It's going to feel like a really profound heart connection, even if it's not a romantic connection. And this person's going to be really important for your journey going forward. This Two of Cups, beautiful, beautiful energy. Someone coming in, lots of heart energy coming in all through here. And again, with that Six of Cups, this is in your hopes and fears position. So this is something you're wanting. You're wanting not only to have this kind of soul deep, heartfelt connection, you're also wanting that sort of innocence of your childhood, that purity and just honest love and joy that you perhaps had as a child, or if you didn't have it as a child, it's that thing that you missed out on, that you knew was there and you didn't get to experience. This is what you're wanting, and you are 100% bringing it in with that Two of Cups. Oh, beautiful. And again, this wish fulfillment, this is very much linked to that card. These Three Cups cards straight down this column here. The Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, very deeply related to that Nine of Cups. These are your wishes that you're making come true. Such a beautiful reading, Scorpio. Your outcome position, you have the Strength card. I'm going to have to pull on this one. One of the interpretations is mastery of the ego. She's holding the lion's mouth so it can't harm her anymore, and she's not doing it cruelly. She's doing it safely for both of them, for both herself and the lion, so both you and your ego. This is quite a profound moment. If this is your ego death or your mastery over your ego, it's going to lead you forward. I feel like this is going to help this hidden aspect of this Judgment card to actually come into the light and move more into your material reality rather than just being something that's still under the surface at the moment. Oh, Scorpio, this is such a big read. I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you. First, I would like to pull on that Three of Pentacles. I'd like to have a little bit more of a look at that challenge. Oh, something's turned over. Oh, Empress. I feel like that's you, Scorpio. Okay. The Knight of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. Yes, you're moving past this energy. In this context, this Three of Pentacles feels like an old, small, kind of stuck energy for where you're headed. You are this Empress. You've shifted into a really high space of sovereignty in your life. You're birthing in this new version of yourself. This is all creation, birth, just really, really profound shifting again. Something new coming in that's going to be lasting and stable. And you've got all of this passion and energy and excitement for it with that Knight of Wands. Oh, you can't take everyone with you as you're moving through this profound energy and having this incredible shift. So, and I feel like you can see that. You know that this is the path you're on, and there's no stopping you. With that Knight of Wands, you're charging ahead, and you're just going to have to leave them behind. Whoever this is, whatever this is, you're going to have to let them go. And I feel like that's fine. That's going to be completely okay. Let me just, yep, okay. Wow, I wanted to pull on this Five of Cups, and you've got, I talked about the ego death over here. It's actually this card specifically that is the ego death. This is the Ten of Swords. As you can see, there's a dead man with 10 swords piercing his back. But what's so cool about this is that this is like a rebirth, just like this Judgment card. His physical form is defeated, but we have the sunrise in the background, and if you look closely, his hand is in the same holding the same gesture as the Hierophant. It's like he's moving away from his physical ego form to a higher spiritual state of being. And I feel like with this grief, with this loss, once you let this go and process your grief, this is really going to be quite a profound ego death for you. You're going to be, it's not going to be easy. The Five of Wands is going to be a little bit challenging. You're going to feel a little bit of struggle as you process this energy and this loss. But I feel like you're going to come out on top. Oh, look at that. The Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to be the easiest thing to process. Anxiety, a lot of endings, a little bit of internal battle, and possibly some petty external squabbles as well with that Five of Wands. It's kind of, Five of Wands for me is about a lot of wasted energy. It's energy just expended on pointless, petty fights and arguments and internal battles that you might be having, especially with that Nine of Swords, which is kind of the dark night of the soul. Remember your advice. This is a really important card for you, this Ten of Cups. Find the joy in your world. Remember how much love you have and all of these wonderful things that are coming in. You'll make it through this. I mean, all of the cards are brilliant. It's just this little segment in your near future that you need to process and move through, and you're going to come out on top beautifully. Really, really special. I'm going to pull on this Strength card. I'm not going to pull on all the cards. I don't want to make this reading too long, but I would like to pull on that Strength card in your outcome position to see what exactly this is pointing to. Okay, I had 3 cards all fall out at the same time, all falling out together. Look at all these bright yellow cards. That's just all joy, all happiness. For the Strength, you have the Magician, the Fool, and the Seven of Wands. Look at these two. With that Strength card, this is all about you creating a whole new life for yourself. This is just, everyone is just becoming new people in March. It's quite amazing. You're stepping out onto a new adventure. The Magician is the Master Manifester, is the Alchemist. This is another bright yellow card. All these happy joy cards. This is all about you making your wishes come true. And you're doing it yourself. You're not relying on the universe to create it for you. With that Magician, you're stepping up. I mean, you've done all of this work. You're moving through all of these huge transformations. And now you have this power, and I'm getting quite a magical power behind this, that you can truly wave your magic wand and create the world you want. Create this happy everything in your material world. Yes, you are having a profound inner transformation, but this is about the material world. He's the master of the 4 elements that make up the material world. So this is not a wishy-washy, esoteric spiritual manifestation. This is a profound shift in your physical life that you're bringing on. So incredible. This Seven of Wands, with such profound change, I feel like this is almost a recurrence of this earlier energy with that Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the little squabbles and things going on with the Five of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about just standing your ground. You have the higher ground in this card, and he's not actively fighting. He's not even actively defending. He's just preparing himself to defend if need be. He's holding strong, holding steady. He knows he has the upper hand. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing. And that's essentially what you need to do going forward. If you do have naysayers or people that are, talking negatively about you just because you're creating such a magical life, don't stoop to their level. Stay up on that hill. Hold that position. You've definitely earned it, and you deserve to be high above, celebrating that rainbow. I'm just going to pull 3 final cards for you, Scorpio, as a final message for this second half of March. Let's see what the cards want to say. Here we go. All right, this is something you're moving through with aplomb. Interesting. Wow. 3 of Swords, the High Priestess, the 2 of Swords. So this 3 of Swords is very much processing that grief, that 5 of Cups energy. Once you move through that grief, you're going to be shifting into this High Priestess energy, which is all about intuition. This matches beautifully with this Judgment card. Your inner shift is going to start manifesting in, as I said, in your material world. That High Priestess is you tapping into your intuition, into that higher wisdom, that higher self that you can access from above. This 2 of Swords, I actually really like this 2 of Swords in this position, because one of my interpretations of the 2 of Swords that I really love is that sometimes when our emotions get too much, which can be the case if you're going through a 3 of Swords moment or a 5 of Cups moment, dealing with a lot of grief, she's crossed her arms over her heart, so she's closing off her emotions. She's cut off her senses with the blindfold, and her 2 swords are pointing to the sky. With the crescent moon above, that's very much this High Priestess energy. This is about that intuition again, tapping into the hidden mysteries of the universe and that the hidden mysteries of the higher self. And she's cutting off her senses and emotions because sometimes they can drown out her intuition. So she's relying on these swords pointing in 2 directions. So she might not be able to see where she's going or where to go next, but she's trusting that she's going to have the information she needs coming through those swords to guide her for her next steps. And this is you, Scorpio. Once you move through all this and process your grief, your intuition is going to be your guide. So trust that, and I mean, all your wishes are coming true. You're going to have an incredible rest of the month. Remember your joy. Just remember your joy as you're moving through those moments of grief and loss. You're going to be fine. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful read, Scorpio, and I think you're going to have you're going to come out on top. Have a wonderful rest of the month.